Welcome. We believe that listening is the most natural way to learn a foreign language. On this channel we will publish conversations between two people each time on a different topic so that you can improve your English without boring grammatical rules. In order for the brain to absorb the language as much as possible and to automatically think and speak in English, it is recommended to listen to each episode several times at a distance of days. If you find these podcasts useful, we would be grateful if you would subscribe to the channel and like. Enjoy.
All right, so get this. We're diving deep into London today.
Oh, fun!
Sounds like someone's planning a trip, huh?
Someone is.
Well, good thing we've got this fantastic guide.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and let me tell you, this guide,
What about it?
it's like overflowing with London love.
Oh.
It's going to help us uncover, like, some seriously unforgettable experiences for.
Wow, this guide's gotta be good then.
It is. It's seriously good.
So what's so special about it?
Well, it manages to hit, like, all the iconic landmarks you got to see.
Right, like Big Ben.
Big Ben, yep.
Okay.
But then it also throws in these amazing hidden gems.
Oh, I love those.
And it does it all with this, like, charmingly enthusiastic tone.
Sounds like it was written by someone who really knows and loves London.
Oh, absolutely. You can practically hear, like, the excitement in every single suggestion.
Gotcha. So it's not just like a dry list of places to go.
No, not at all.
It gives you the inside scoop.
Yeah, more like having a friend whisper all their favorite secret spots in your ear, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they've got, like, seriously great taste, classic sites, charming neighborhoods, even tips on how to, soak up the culture without breaking the bank.
Oh, that's key, especially in a city like London.
For real.
So where do we even begin with a city like London? I mean, there's so much to see and do.
Right.
So many iconic spots.
Okay, so let's start with, like, the must-sees, the places that are practically synonymous with London.
Okay, I'm with you. Give me those top hits.
All right, so we're talking, like, Big Ben,
Of course.
Parliament, Tower of London, those sorts of places.
Gotcha, the classics.
Yeah, exactly.
What makes them so captivating, though? I mean, everyone's seen pictures.
Well, I think it's about more than just seeing them in pictures, right?
Yeah.
It's about actually being there, experiencing them firsthand.
So it's like the difference between, like, looking at a photo of a delicious meal versus actually tasting it.
Yeah, exactly. It's about engaging all your senses, you know?
Makes sense.
Like, I bet most people haven't really considered what it would feel like to stand right there in front of Big Ben. Yeah, that's true.
And hear those chimes echo through the city.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Right.
Like, you're actually connected to centuries of history in that moment.
Exactly. It's like this sensory experience that just transports you.
And what about the Tower of London? I mean, it's not just a pretty castle, is it?
Oh, definitely not.
There's so much history there.
So much, yeah.
Like, imagine standing where Anne Boleyn was imprisoned,
Oh, wow.
feeling the weight of history all around you.
Chills. Literal chills.
Yeah, and you can't forget about the crown jewels.
Oh my gosh, those are incredible.
They're not just sparkly trinkets, they represent, like, the whole legacy of the monarchy.
It's true. There's like a power to them.
Yeah, you can feel it.
This guide does a really good job of highlighting that, like duality.
Oh,
Yeah, the grandeur and the historical weight, it brings both to life.
I like that.
But then, get this, it totally switches gears and takes us to a whole different side of London.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Where to?
Notting Hill. All right, so more than just a movie set, right?
Oh, way more. This guide makes that very clear.
Good, because I've definitely romanticized it a bit.
I get it, but Notting Hill is so much more than just a romantic backdrop, you know?
So what's the real deal?
All right, picture this. Colorful houses, the bustling Portobello Road Market.
Okay, I'm seeing it.
It just feels like, a place where you can really soak up that local flavor.
Yeah, like you're actually experiencing London, not just observing it.
Exactly, you're in it.
And speaking of soaking things up,
What?
London is like a dream for museum lovers.
Oh, it is.
And get this,
Oh, well.
so many of these like world-class museums are completely free.
Really? Free.
Free, that's amazing.
I know, right? It's unbelievable.
I mean, free entry to places like the British Museum,
Yes.
the National Gallery, the Tate Modern. That's practically unheard of.
I know, especially for museums of that caliber.
Okay, so you walk into these massive collections, right? What are some of the things you absolutely cannot miss? Okay, so at the British Museum, first things first, you got to see the Rosetta Stone.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, it's a literal key to deciphering ancient languages.
That's so cool.
And then at the Tate Modern, don't just like wander aimlessly.
Right.
Make sure you check out the Turbine Hall installations.
Oh, I've heard of those.
They're constantly pushing the boundaries of like what art can even be.
That's amazing. I love when art makes you think.
Me too.
Okay, so we've got history, we've got charming neighborhoods, we've got free museums.
We're on a roll.
We are, but what about some entertainment?
Okay, what kind of entertainment are we thinking?
Well, the guide raves about London's West End theater scene.
Oh, yes. The West End, it's legendary. It's
That-
not just about, like, seeing a show. It's a whole experience.
What do you mean?
The talent, the scale, the history.
Yeah, those theaters are incredible.
They are, and they're all packed into this one area.
It's like electric, you know. To see a show in a place with that much history and energy.
I know, you can practically feel it in the air.
Yeah. So you think all the hype is, like, warranted?
Oh, absolutely. And there's literally something for everyone.
Like what?
You got your timeless classics like Les Miserables.
Classic.
Then you have newer hits like Juliet.
Ooh, I've heard of that one.
It's really good. And then there's even like family-friendly options.
Okay, like what?
Like Matilda.
Oh, I love that.
See? There's something for everyone.
I bet the tough part is choosing just one.
That's the hardest part.
Now, this guide also suggests a Thames River cruise.
Oh, fun.
But it's not just about sightseeing, is it?
Not really. No, it's more like a journey through like London's history and geography.
Okay, explain that.
So from the river, you get this whole different perspective on those landmarks.
Oh, I bet.
Like, you know, Tower Bridge,
Yeah.
Houses of Parliament, you see them all from the water.
Oh, I bet Tower Bridge is incredible from that angle.
It is.
Especially with, like, that bascule design and seeing those massive sections raise and lower.
It's really cool.
Wow, I can only imagine.
And it's also a good reminder of how the Thames has literally shaped London's development.
That's true. It's such a vital part of the city.
Yeah. And speaking of different perspectives,
What do you mean?
I think this guide's kind of hinting at a fascinating theme here.
What thing?
The contrast between, like, classic and modern London.
Oh, okay, interesting.
No, it's not just sticking to the traditional tourist trail.
Yeah.
It also recommends exploring, like, trendier areas, you know, like Shoreditch.
Ooh, Shoreditch. I've heard that's cool.
It's a hub for, like, street art and cutting-edge creativity.
See, that's what I find so fascinating about London.
What?
It's like this amazing blend, you know.
Yeah.
You can be walking through these, like, ancient squares, and then, bam, you stumble upon some hidden street art gem around the corner.
Exactly. It's constantly evolving, embracing its heritage and its future all at the same time.
It's such a dynamic city.
It truly is.
And that dynamic is, like, especially evident in the culinary scene.
Oh, the food.
This guide barely scratches the surface, but it does mention, like, London's incredible international cuisine.
Oh my gosh, yes.
While I would never say no to some classic fish and chips,
Of course.
I'm also craving a bit of a culinary adventure.
And London is the perfect place for that.
It is.
You can find, like, anything you could possibly imagine.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Okay, so you want Indian curries, head to Brick Lane.
Okay, got it.
You're craving Vietnamese pho so. Shoreditch is your spot.
Oh, yum.
So many flavors to explore.
This is making me hungry just thinking about it.
I know, me too.
But it's also, you know, highlighting a really important point.
What's that?
Experiencing a city isn't just about, like, checking off landmarks on a list.
Right.
It's about, you know, immersing yourself in the culture, the food, the energy.
Exactly. It's about feeling the pulse of the city.
And from what we've seen so far,
What?
London has all of that in spades.
Oh, it definitely does.
I'm already, like, feeling inspired to book a flight.
Whoa. Hold on just a second. We've got so much more to uncover in this deep dive.
We do.
Oh, yeah, we're just getting started.
Okay, I'm listening.
Let's take a quick pause to gather our thoughts, you know, recharge.
Oh, it's good.
We'll be back with more London adventures in a flash.
Can't wait.
Okay, so we're back
Back in London, baby.
and ready for more.
Yes.
You know, thinking about those culinary adventures has me, like, really excited.
Me too.
But first,
Okay.
we've got to circle back to a couple of those iconic spots.
Oh, you mean like Buckingham Palace?
Buckingham Palace, yeah.
I was just thinking about that.
And Westminster Abbey.
Yes, Westminster Abbey.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go to London and not at least catch a glimpse of those, right?
No, absolutely not. Those are must-sees.
Steeped in, like, history and tradition.
Okay, so Buckingham Palace, the monarch's residence.
Yep.
I've, like, seen videos of the changing of the guard ceremony.
Oh, yeah, the one with all the red coats and bearskin hats.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
quite a sight.
It seems almost like too grand to be real.
I know, right?
Like something out of a movie.
It's definitely, like, a bit touristy,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
but I think there's something to be said for, experiencing those traditions firsthand.
Totally agree.
It's like a glimpse into a world that feels almost frozen in time.
It's true. It's not just about the spectacle.
Right.
It's about, like, connecting with a history that spans centuries.
Yeah, yeah.
And speaking of history,
Okay, what about it?
Westminster Abbey is practically overflowing with it.
Westminster Abbey, oh my goodness, yes!
It represents, like, the very heart of British history and culture.
It's true.
Coronations, royal weddings, tombs of poets and scientists.
I mean, it's all there.
It's incredible.
It's like a testament to London's enduring legacy.
Wow, when you put it that way.
Right.
It's almost overwhelming to think about, like, the sheer amount of history contained within those walls.
Yeah, you could spend, like, days in there and still not see everything.
I bet.
And then you have places like Piccadilly Circus and Trafalgar Square.
Ooh, yes, those are completely different vibes.
They are. They're more about capturing, like, London's modern energy.
So Piccadilly Circus with
Yeah.
all the dazzling lights and billboards.
Yeah, like Times Square, but with a British accent.
I love that description.
Right.
I can practically hear the hum of the crowds and feel, like, the energy pulsing through the streets.
Me too.
And then Trafalgar Square,
A place for, like, commemoration and gathering.
with Nelson's column standing tall above it all.
Exactly.
I feel like all of these places, they show that London is a city of contrasts,
Totally.
a place where history and modernity collide in, like, these fascinating ways.
Yeah, and speaking of contrasts,
What?
this guide keeps bringing us back to Notting Hill.
Notting Hill, why am I not surprised?
It's like it holds, like, this special charm.
It does.
Those colorful houses, the Portobello Road Market.
Yeah,
It's got this bohemian energy that, like, calls to you.
it does. It does.
And that market, oh my goodness, it's a must-do.
Really? What's so special about it?
It's not just about, finding unique treasures or souvenirs. Yeah.
It's about experiencing, like, the sights and sounds and smells of a real London market.
Okay, speaking of smells,
Oh, you know where I'm going with this.
if you want to talk food,
Food, yes.
all right, let's do it.
Are you ready for this culinary journey?
I am. But before we get too adventurous,
Yeah.
I have to say, I wouldn't dream of skipping the classic fish and chips experience.
Oh, come on. Who would?
That's like a rite of passage, right?
Totally. There's something so, like, comforting and satisfying about it.
It's true.
That crispy batter, the flaky fish.
Yes.
Don't forget the side of mushy peas.
I can almost taste it.
I know, me too.
But all right,
All right.
I'm ready to get adventurous now.
Okay, good.
So the guide also suggests, like, venturing into some of London's trendier neighborhoods
For sure.
for a taste of the city's, evolving culinary landscape.
Yeah, like where?
Places like Shoreditch
Shoreditch. Okay.
and Brixton come to mind.
Interesting. What about them?
So Shoreditch, with its street art and, like, independent boutiques.
It's become this hub for, like, cutting-edge cuisine.
Oh, wow.
You can find everything from, like, innovative small plates
Okay.
to globally inspired street food.
That sounds amazing.
It's like creativity spills over into every aspect of life there,
Including the food.
especially the food.
And Brixton.
Oh, Brixton.
What's the scene there?
Okay, so Brixton has this, like, vibrant Caribbean culture
Okay.
and bustling markets.
Cool.
You can find authentic jerk chicken, flavorful curries,
Oh, my mouth is watering.
and, like, a vibrant nightlife scene.
Wow, so it's got it all.
It does.
This is making me realize, like, London isn't just one city,
What do you mean?
It's like a collection of these unique neighborhoods,
That's a good way to put it.
each with its own, like, distinct personality and flavor.
It's true. You get a totally different experience depending on where you are.
Exactly.
It's like a tapestry,
A tapestry, I like that.
woven from all these different cultures and styles and experiences.
And that's what makes exploring London so fascinating.
You're right. There's always something new to discover.
No matter how many times you visit.
Okay, I feel like we've covered so much ground,
We have.
but I also know we've only, like, scratched the surface.
We have, yeah.
London is a city that, like, begs to be explored
And discovered.
and experienced
You
firsthand.
can't just, like, read about it in a guidebook.
Exactly.
You got to get out there and live it.
Well said.
Let's take a quick pause, though, gather our thoughts.
Sounds good. I need a minute to process all this amazingness.
Me too. And then we'll wrap things up with some, like, final reflections.
I can't wait. Okay, so here we are.
Back from more London?
the final leg of our London deep dive.
Wow, time flies when you're having fun.
It really does. But you know what? I got to give it to this guide.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Whiz.
It's not just like informing us about London.
Yeah.
It's actually like igniting this desire
A desire.
to experience it for ourselves.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's like it's saying,
Like the same.
don't just dream about London.
Yeah.
Go live it.
Oh, love it.
And I really think that spirit, that like spirit of adventure,
Yeah.
it's key to truly appreciating the city.
I think you're right.
One thing that really stood out to me,
Hmm.
the emphasis on accessibility.
Oh, interesting.
I mean,
About it.
free entry to world-class museums.
Oh, right. Right.
Like the British Museum, the National Gallery, the Tate Modern.
All for free.
That's incredible, you know?
It is. It really speaks volumes
About what?
about London's commitment to making art and culture available to everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter what your budget is.
It's for everyone.
And it's not just like a handful of small exhibits either.
Oh, no.
They're talking vast, renowned collections.
It makes you wonder how they do it,
How they, what?
how they maintain such high standards
You're right.
while offering free admission.
Yeah, I mean, it must put a strain on their resources.
It must.
It's a complex issue.
Yeah.
But it really highlights, the value London places on education and cultural enrichment.
That's a good point.
It means you can spend less time worrying about entrance fees
Right.
and more time actually exploring what these incredible institutions have to offer.
I like that. So you're not like nickel and dime the whole time.
Exactly. You can just focus on the experience.
Now, speaking of exploring,
Yeah. What about it?
the guide also touched on London's green spaces.
Oh, yeah.
Hyde Park, Kensington Gardens,
Love those.
these like oases of calm amidst the urban buzz.
They're so peaceful.
They offer like a different pace,
Yeah.
a chance to breathe
Do a recharge.
and reconnect with nature.
It's like hitting the reset button.
Imagine like strolling through Hyde Park
Yeah.
after a morning spent immersed in the energy of Piccadilly Circus.
Oh, the contrast would be amazing.
It'd be incredible.
Like 2 different vacations in one.
Exactly. You can delve into the history and culture
Yeah.
and then escape to these tranquil green spaces to recharge.
Love-
I'm already picturing myself picnicking by the Serpentine in Hyde Park.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
It does, doesn't it?
And that's what's so wonderful about London. What? It caters to, so many different interests and moods.
That's true.
History buff, art enthusiast, foodie,
Doesn't matter.
or just, someone who loves to wander and discover.
Yeah.
London has something for everyone.
Okay, so I feel like this deep dive,
Yeah.
it's given us a fantastic overview
Ooh.
of London's highlights, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm also excited about, the things we haven't even touched on.
Oh, like what?
Those hidden gems.
The ones that aren't in the guidebooks?
Exactly. And the unexpected encounters that, just await.
The serendipitous moments?
Yes, those are the best.
That's the beauty of it,
It is.
This guide, it's just a starting point.
It's a springboard.
The real magic of London, it lies in those unscripted moments.
Ooh, I like that.
The serendipitous discoveries you make when you, step off the beaten path.
That's when the real adventure begins.
It does.
Okay, so for anyone listening
Yeah.
who's planning a trip to London,
Listen up.
I say, embrace the unexpected.
Yes.
Allow yourself to get lost in the city's, vibrant tapestry.
Hmm.
And don't be afraid to veer off the tourist trail.
You never know what you'll find.
You might just uncover, these hidden treasures
Treasures.
that make your trip truly unforgettable.
That's the goal.
It is. It is.
London is a city that rewards curiosity and open-mindedness.
Absolutely.
So go forth, explore, and let the magic of London unfold before you.
Beautifully said. Safe travels and happy exploring.
And until next time.
Keep diving deep.